Buddhist monks reach Richmond on the 100th day of their walk for peace. Hear why they are traveling thousands of miles and the powerful message they're sharing. Climate activists rally at Virginia State Capitol for Lobby Day. We have the main issues they're advocating for and some of their demands. A new casino opens in Petersburg, bringing new jobs and new entertainment. We unpack what's inside and the impact on the community. VCU InSight starts now. Hello and welcome to the second newscast of the spring semester for VCU InSight. I'm Amani Hairston. These Buddhist monks are gaining national attention in their 2,300-mile walk for peace from Fort Worth, Texas to Washington, D.C. The monks did return to Texas, but made their journey through Chester and Richmond, where thousands came out to see them. Step by step, a message of peace is making its way across America. Closing in on day 100 of their journey, these Buddhist monks make it to central Virginia. The monks started this journey in Fort Worth, Texas, and are walking more than 2,300 miles as part of a cross-country mission called the Walk for Peace USA.
We drove up from Gloucester, Virginia. We've been following the monks since they left in Texas, and we're just so excited. The world needs a lot of peace right now, so that's what we're here for, to get a little bit of that.
In Chester, crowds line the streets waiting to see them.
And it's really a big crowd out here. Like, I'm really surprised everybody's like acting accordingly. Like, I'm really proud of Chesterfield right now.
Their final destination is Washington, D.C., but every city they step into has become part of their journey. As the monks made their way to Richmond, thousands of people waited on their arrival. Strangers greeted them with water bottles, flowers, and hugs, turning sidewalks into spaces of kindness. Throughout their journey, volunteers are opening their doors, offering the monks a place to eat, rest, and sleep for the night. As the monks make City Hall a stop on their journey, they're asking people to pause, even for a moment, to reflect on what peace truly means. Inviting the crowd to prayer, people were silent. With the support of thousands of people, hoping to leave behind more than footprints, but a message of peace.
Today is going to be my peaceful day!
Thank you.
In the midst of Black History Month, one of Richmond's oldest African-American newspapers is closing its doors after 34 years. InSight reporter Naomi Smalls is at the Imperial Building, where the Richmond Free Press served the community for decades.
According to media reports, the Richmond Free Press had to shut down due to a lack of advertising. Today, the suite is on sale following the announcement of the newspaper shutting down. Founder Raymond H. Boone Sr. started the paper to create an avenue for underserved communities while promoting free expression, justice, and equality. Boone Sr. started working as a journalist during the 1950s in Suffolk. He continued working across multiple news outlets, including at the Richmond Afro-American newspaper as the vice president. Those experiences helped him to launch the Richmond Free Press in 1992. Boone Sr. served as editor until his death in 2014. Many of the Free Press's staff were unsure whether or not the paper would continue to run without the powerful leadership of their founder. However, that was not the case. The paper continued to run smoothly for over a decade following his passing. As Black History Month comes to an end, we remember the impact the Richmond Free Press had on Black Americans in Virginia. The final print went out February 6th. Physical copies can still be found around the city, and digital ones can be read online. Reporting for VCU InSight in the newsroom at VCU, I'm Naomi Smalls.
Legislators are advancing a series of environmental and energy bills in the General Assembly. VCU InSight reporter Hassan Perez was there for Climate Lobby Day and has more.
Groups came here to the state capitol to make sure strong climate policies dealing with energy, natural disasters, and other environmental concerns make it all the way to the governor's desk. Climate Lobby Day at the Capitol brought the Sierra Club, climate clubs from local high schools, and Chesapeake Climate Action Network. Concerns ranged from the increase of data centers and their energy use, flooding, and the implementation of clean energy like solar power. The day brought together seasoned environmentalists and aspiring young activists. University of Richmond student Emery Elkinson, a member of a campus environmental group known as Green UR, joined the Sierra Club today to meet with State Senator Schuyler Van Volkenburg. The group is raising concerns over the surge of data centers across Virginia.
I'm just really excited that Virginia seems to have both a General Assembly and a governor both so in favor of actually making progress on climate legislation. I think seeing everything that's happening on the federal level has been really disheartening, and it's just really making me happy that we have people in Virginia that are fighting the good fight to make sure that we continue to have progress on making an impact on climate change.
And what's the River City without the James River? One of the many places these groups are trying to keep clean and beautiful. For more information about what kind of bills these groups are looking to support, you can visit websites like the CCAN Action Fund. Reporting from Richmond, Virginia for VCU InSight and the Newsroom at VCU, I'm Hassan Perez.
We are also seeing a variety of other bills in circulation at the Virginia General Assembly. Capitol News Service reporter Julie Brown is in the studio with more.
Bills are moving through the General Assembly to restrict the way Immigrations and Customs Enforcement operates in Virginia. This aligns with Governor Abigail Spanberger's orders that state and local officers end agreements with ICE. The bills prevent assisting ICE unless they provide the names of the federal officers 7 days prior to an operation, clearly identify themselves, and they cannot conduct enforcement at schools, churches, or courthouses. And ICE would not be able to enter a home without a judge's warrant. One Republican senator says the regulation attempts reflect a defund the police mentality. And with law enforcement identity, another bill regulating how law enforcement officers wear facial coverings recently passed their respective chambers. Under the proposed law, officers masking their face could even receive a Class 1 misdemeanor or disciplinary action. There are some exceptions. Now, these proposals would limit legal defense law enforcement officers' use in court. Both measures were passed on party line votes and now moved to the opposite chambers. House Bill 191 is moving through the Senate after passing the House by unanimous vote. The bill, sponsored by Delegate Converse Fowler, would grant immunity from prostitution charges to minors who are victims of sex trafficking and connect them with social services. Director of the Virginia Coalition Against Human Trafficking, Patrick McKenna, argues the importance of this bill because of how easy it is to travel in and out of the Commonwealth.
Virginia is actually the perfect storm for this happening. We have at least 3 international airports in the state.
House Bill 191 is only one of the bills moving through Congress to address the issue of sex trafficking in Virginia. Other bills in both chambers are fighting for the same cause. House lawmakers advance a bill to create a dress code for visitors to state correctional facilities. This is to avoid any confusion and denied visits. House Bill 296 will create transparency and consistent guidelines so visitors will have more time to visit their incarcerated loved ones. The bill would require the Virginia Department of Corrections to establish an objective dress code and post the policy. This bill has since crossed over to the Senate and is currently in the Rehabilitation and Social Services Committee. House Bill 355 would require the state and education and health boards to develop best practices for annual mental health screenings of students by the start of next year. The screenings would be provided at no cost and are designed to identify students in grades 6 through 12 who may be at risk, not to diagnose them. Under the bill, students flagged as at risk could receive same-day support from a licensed professional, and parents would have the option to opt their child out. Reporting for VCU Capitol News Service, I'm Juliana Brown. Back to you, Elmani.
Central Virginia's first full-scale casino is now open, and according to the Virginia Lottery, Live Casino in Petersburg has seen a profit of over $4.5 million. VCU InSight Sophia Chokre attended the grand opening of the casino's temporary gaming facility and has more.
People hoping to win big. At Central Virginia's first full-scale casino in Petersburg, called Live Casino Resort and Hotel. On opening day in January, hundreds of people eagerly wait at the door. The current casino is over 75,000 square feet, and it boasts over 900 slots and more than 30 table games. There is also a bar and a quick-service restaurant. Many people are betting on the opportunities this casino will bring to the Petersburg area. One of these people is Renita Hunley, a Petersburg native.
Really bringing our city back to life. I love Petersburg. I was born and raised here. So for this to happen, it's like a dream come true.
The economic benefits are rolling in. Over $15 million was presented to the city of Petersburg to help with local charities to support city initiatives, nonprofit organizations, and community programs by the Cordish companies and Bruce Smith Enterprises. According to a press release by Live Casino, the goal is to make Petersburg a world-class mixed-use resort destination.
It's going to bring so much money into the city, jobs into the city. It's going to help the economy, and it's bringing families back together, you know? That's what it's all about.
Richmond was proposed as a place for the casino, but Richmond voters rejected it twice. This gave the city of Petersburg a chance to put their hat in the ring.
General manager of the new Live Casino, Penny Pariayo, says that it's Richmond's loss and Petersburg's gain.
I think Petersburg has been so open to making sure that from an economic redevelopment that they were in the forefront of that.
How does the community feel about this? Pariayo says the reaction has been positive overall.
We have been part of chambers, political organizations, and a lot of charitable giving that we've had in Petersburg and the surrounding area.
Reporting from Petersburg, I'm Sophia Chokre.
The permanent building is still going up and will be completed in 2027. It will include more than 1,600 slot machines and 60-plus table games. Now taking a look at sports as VCU women's basketball gets benched for good. VCU InSight reporter Hacian Perez takes us to the Siegel Center with the latest.
It's a major shakeup for women's basketball and right in the middle of the season. Next week, the team will compete in the A10 tournament right here in the Henrico Sports and Event Center.
VCU Athletics released a statement saying Coach Beth O'Boyle's contract will not be renewed and she will not coach the remainder of the season. Athletic Director Ed McLaughlin thanked her for her dedication to the student athletes and her contributions to the program, then announced a national search for her replacement will begin immediately. O'Boyle had led the program since 2014, compiling 191 career wins and 168 losses, and guiding the Rams to an Atlantic 10 regular season title in 2019 and the conference tournament title and an NCAA tournament appearance in 2021, the program's only NCAA bid under her leadership.
Now stepping in as the head coach for now and the rest of the season will be Rams assistant coach Kirk Crawford, a veteran coach who has been on the team for the past 8 seasons. Reporting in Henrico for VCU InSight and the newsroom at VCU, I'm Hacian Perez.
Seattle Seahawks football fans are celebrating in Richmond after a victory against the New England Patriots. On Super Bowl Sunday, VCU InSight reporter Dakota Griffin is at a local sports bar taking a look at how the community is kicking off this day.
I'm here at Home Team Grill in Richmond, where it's not quite game time, but people are already starting to head inside and find a table and starting to order their food. Now, I did speak with the manager and they said that they're booked. People without reservations are still coming in and they set aside tables, but they're already gone.
And at one of those tables is New England Patriots fan Adam Krutowitz, who has been coming to Home Team Grill for the past 3 years. The staff and managers know Kredowitz well, even saving the same booth for him each Sunday.
Everyone, even though there's different team supporters, we keep it friendly and just kind of jokingly talk trash, but it's a good atmosphere.
Tonight, he's back with his family and hopeful the Patriots have the same victory as their 2015 Super Bowl face-off against the Seahawks. But for Seattle Seahawk fan Sandra Martin, she's hoping her team can earn their second Super Bowl ring. Tonight, she's just watching the game, but that isn't the only position she plays.
I am a manager here, actually. Been here for quite a while. So it's great to come back as a fan and be able to cheer on my Hawks.
The final score tonight ended with the Seattle Seahawks defeating the New England Patriots 29-13, securing a win on a night that had fans huddled up here in Richmond.
The folks at Home Team Grill say that they are just happy to be a place where people can come together and watch these sporting events. And they plan to do that in the years ahead. Reporting in Richmond for VCU InSight in the newsroom at VCU, I'm Dakota Griffin.
College baseball season is here. VCU is coming off a season that did not live up to its expectations, but is ready to bounce back in 2026. VCU's Ben Rikosh is at the Diamond with more.
The sounds of baseball are back in Richmond. The VCU Rams opened the season at the Diamond. It marks the first time the program has opened at home since 2011. The Rams are coming off a 17-win season in 2025, year one of the Sean Thompson era. VCU head coach Sean Thompson believes the Rams can do a lot better in year two of his tenure.
I feel like the guys are in a really good place. They've responded really well to every challenge that we can find for them here in the early spring, and obviously with the weather. At the end of the day, just looking forward to get started and playing baseball.
Thompson, the youngest head coach in Division I college baseball, only retained 10 players from last season's team. He says he was disappointed in the outcome, but is looking forward to year number two.
We just got to continue to do the right things on and off the field. We got to have great preparation, and if we keep doing that, I think we'll be in a good place at the end of the year.
As many college sports fans like to say, sometimes the best gets are the ones you already have. And that is especially true for VCU baseball. Richmond native Jacob Lee stuck with the Rams after his record-breaking freshman season. The catcher mashed 17 home runs en route to earning national recognition, including being named Freshman All-American, second team, and Atlantic 10 Rookie of the Year. Lee is coming into his sophomore season feeling the pressure and expectations coming off of his stellar first year. He was named A10 Preseason Player of the Year last week.
At the end of the day, if we can just win baseball games, I think everything else will take care of itself. We just worry about what we can control and just not winning 17 games.
He describes the talent on this year's roster compared to last year's as a night and day difference. VCU has a loaded schedule with a number of great programs coming to the Diamond, in the conference and out of it.
The Rams' regular season schedule is highlighted by a plethora of in-state opponents, including UVA, Virginia Tech, Longwood, and ODU.
There's going to be a lot of, regional and postseason quality teams in the state of Virginia, and, getting to play them just makes, our guys that much more ready when that opportunity comes.
From the Diamond, for VCU InSight and the newsroom at VCU, I'm Ben Rikosh.
VCU has wrapped up its preseason practice and is ready for the season to start. The Rams' next game is tomorrow at UVA at 3 p.m. Richmonders are now enjoying spring-like weather, but during the latest snowstorm, the city has caked in thick sheets of ice. VCU shut down campus, but when university officials made the call to hold in-person classes again, students, teachers, and parents were not happy. Marcus Leary is on VCU Monroe Park campus with more on VCU's decision to reopen.
A recent ice storm has left Richmonders scrambling. Slippery sidewalks and unplowed roads plagued the area for over 2 weeks. Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger declared the storm a state of emergency before snow even started to fall.
I've just signed an emergency declaration due to the impending large winter storm.
While the city struggled with the elements, the surrounding counties were given little help.
My neighborhood didn't get plowed at all.
VCU commuter student Adnan Sirkik lives in Midlothian, 30 minutes from campus.
So it was really just big packs of ice on the ground. So we also had to shovel my driveway, which is about like over 70 feet probably.
During the weekend, VCU made the decision to close its campus through Monday. The university even urged students who lived on campus to go home if they were able to. But after only 3 days, despite residential roads and sidewalks being covered in ice, VCU made the call to go back in person, but to use caution while on campus. Community members lit up VCU's various social media pages, claiming that it was still unsafe to go back. Sirkik says some professors went virtual because even they couldn't leave their homes, but he did come for his other classes, and conditions were poor.
There was a car crash right in front of me, and there was a bunch of ice, people got hit. It was right in front of me, almost hit me. A big crazy situation.
While it is true that sidewalks were clear on campus and in front of VCU buildings, the sidewalks and roads in residential areas told a different story. VCU sophomore Elijah Stacks doesn't think that coming back was a good idea.
When the roads got clear, but not everybody drives, like freshmen, some sophomores, most sophomores, they don't drive, so it was like slip and fall for class.
The ice is melting, but Richmonders aren't quite out of the woods yet.
As temperatures rise into the 50s, many sidewalks and roads are still lined with snow and ice, and in some spots, even large mounds like this one.
Now that VCU students are able to get back to business as usual, many are ready for warmer weather and spring break. For VCU News and the newsroom at VCU, I am Marcus Larry.
After staying indoors from the snowstorm, you might want to venture outside. Richmond is looking to totally update the city's park system, and they want your feedback. VCU InSight reporter Naomi Smalls has more on what needs to be changed and what you need to know.
Many parks across the city have been newly renovated, like this one at Bird Park. But according to the city's master plans, there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. The recently shared 300-page draft hopes to establish a plan that will be a foundation for the parks over the next decade. The plan prioritizes fixing current parks over building new ones. This would include adding more playgrounds, bathrooms, lighting, shade, and accessibility. Improving access and connectivity to parks through the addition of sidewalks, greenways, and transit have also been listed as priorities. As it stands, Richmond park systems are rated a 2.7 out of 5. Richmond resident and frequent park visitor Daryl Peterson gave the parks a similar rating.
It would probably be a 3, because although the parks are nice and well kept up, but there need to be more things for people to do, because everybody's not out just to walk.
According to the plan, it will cost $75 million to bring all existing amenities to good condition. The future of our parks relies on feedback from the community. If you would like to view the draft and respond to the survey, you may win a chance to win $50. If you would like to respond to the survey, visit richmondinspired.com. Reporting for VCU InSight in the newsroom at VCU, I'm Naomi Smalls.
Coming up this weekend, we are looking at the first nice weather weekend of the year and a possible chance to enjoy those parks. Friday is going to start with some early showers, but we will see some sun later in the day, and temperatures are reaching a high of 55 degrees and a low of 32 degrees. Going into Saturday, we're looking at a mostly sunny day with temperatures in the 60s. Then on Sunday, it's going to be a partly cloudy day, but still warmer than what we've been seeing with a high of 62 degrees. Thank you for turning into VCU InSight. Our next show airs on March 24th, so make sure to like and subscribe on our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram to stay up to date on the news you need to know. See you next time for VCU InSight in the newsroom at VCU. I'm Amini Hairston.